broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Tennessee Titans and the Seattle Seahawks. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established a tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Now a give. This is Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
The previous play was a nice run, so they came back with the draw. I think they were trying to fool the defense into thinking they would throw the ball and wanted to run it again. Unsuccessful, but this team is definitely showing they want to keep it on the ground.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
This is Murray, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
When Bobby Wagner's career is said and done, people are going to look back and say he was an absolute steal in the NFL draft. A Pro Bowl player for any team.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Again, it's Murray. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Here's Mariota. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And Graham's got it over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And this offense often hinges on one of the best tight ends in the league, and that's Jimmy Graham.
I think he made up for lost time when he got to the NFL because in college, he was mainly a basketball player, a defender who couldn't score. Now he's flipped it around in the NFL. Every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to score.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
First carry for Thomas Rawls. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Earlier, partner, when discussing Russell Wilson, you said you think he's best when Seattle is running back-centric. Is Thomas Rawls the centerpiece going forward there?
I think so because of what he did 2 seasons ago before he got hurt. Because he runs that offense the way they want it run. One cut, downhill, get upfield, and Thomas Rawls is perfect for that. If he stays healthy, that allows Russell Wilson now to throw the play action, to bootleg passes that really hurt other teams defensively.
And Rawls has youth on his side, just 23. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And now a peek at the starters on the defensive side. Second down following the run. On second down, here's Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't... Now Wilson on first down. That's complete right around the 8. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You know, Charles, for Graham, so much concern early in the season about whether he'd be ready to play this year, what would happen recovering from the tendon. Not only was he ready, he played every game this season for Seattle.
And it wasn't just the injury concern with Jimmy Graham. It's how Seattle runs their offense. Remember, when he was in New Orleans, he could expect a ton of passes to come his way. But in Seattle, that number was going to be reduced. Would he be able to maximize what they were going to throw in his direction? And he certainly did this year, 65 catches.
65 catches, just shy of 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns, too. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. On 3rd and goal, Process. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
To throw is Mariota. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and short.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
It seems like, and it is a gamble on their side of the field, but they have supreme confidence in picking it up on a quarterback sneak. You can just feel it from this team.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Mariota to throw it this time. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, here's Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it again with Henry. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. A first down throw for Mariota. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of Central Caston, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat-out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you? And that's a nice pickup of a first down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First down, Mariota. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Buying time to his left. And he'll slide. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is turning into a bit of a death march here. The 13th play of this drive. Second down, Mariota. Steps away to his left. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Mariota to sneak it. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 there. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down. One receiver left, two to the right. Now Wilson. And this is incomplete. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico. Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams, and Arizona. Those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all these places. But Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a hole.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh.
They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. They go play action here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Wilson trying to lay one up deep. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Out come the Titans now. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Tennessee first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. The play clock's running down. A first down carry for Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Murray, the lone setback. Mariota. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
To throw is Mariota. Being chased out left. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Back now in Seattle, Washington. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Lockett the return. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On second down, here's Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Offense faces a third and medium with 6 yards left. On third down, Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. In a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. It's caught, Lockett, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. In the red zone this time. To throw again is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
That's complete right around the 8. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll come out in the pistol. Now it's Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Doug Baldwin, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. Wilson going to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
Oh, that's true. You've said that before. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looks pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure. That's
just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Shift together here from the D-line. First down, Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll push this forward. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Nine yards to go. It's third down. Now Mariota, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. He's back to throw. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll look to throw. This complete to Lockett. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough third down awaits them.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And he's got Lockett. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So now 1st and 15. Back to throw. It's caught outright by Graham. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll give the Seahawks a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Wilson, the tight end, goes in motion. Back to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. In motion is the tight end, Graham. Here's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Now Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing now is Wilson. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Wilson going to throw for it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Denoris Searcy. Hauschka to send this one away following the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
See if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And they're going to go soft on the corners. He's back to throw to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. They'll run it here. This is Antonio Andrews. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run with Murray. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Well, going in.